Once your brass is clean, you can just kind of throw them in a bag and let them sit there if you're not going to load right away. There's a series of steps that you need to do to go from range brass that you pick up until ready-made ammunition that's ready to go in your firearm. A lot of these steps can be done over a period of time. For example, I can get these things home and not do anything with them for a while, and then tumble them one night and just let those go, and they can sit in the bucket indefinitely. And then, when I'm ready, the first step, once you have clean brass, is to decap it and size it. And I'm using these Lee reloading dies. Now there's a bunch of different manufacturers for reloading equipment. Lee, Lyman, Hornady, RCBS are some of the more popular ones, and I think Lee sells very inexpensive stuff that are good quality. You can find these at Bass Pro Shop. There's a few different ones. This is a 3-die set that comes with a sizing die, a bullet seating die, and a powder through expanding die. Or you can buy a deluxe pistol die set. This is for a 40 Smith & Wesson or a 10mm. And this comes with a 4th die, which is the factory crimp die. You can buy this separately if you want. And factory crimp, some people think it's not necessary, but it all depends on, you know, if your firearm is finicky or not. And then for my 223s, I use this also 3-die set. This doesn't come with a factory crimp die either. And also these are this is different. This is not a carbide die. These are not carbide dies. That's important because when I'm using dies that are not carbide dies, you want to make sure that you're lubricating the cases using something like this Dillon case lubricant. Because if you don't do it, the process of decapping and resizing could potentially get an empty case stuck in the die if they're not lubricated. That is something that you don't have to necessarily worry about with a carbide sizing die because they don't need lubrication. And this is the carbide sizing die. And there's a decapping pin, and that is the cavity that the case will go in and get resized in there. So the way this works, you take your hand prime or the hand press and go ahead and screw the die to the top, just in there. You're going to do some fine-tune adjustment later, and then you're going to take this bullet seater or the case holder. You're going to close it and see how much space you have between the case holder and then the bottom of the die. You want to adjust that so they're just about touching each other, not quite. Because what's going to happen is you're going to put your bullet, not the bullet, you're going to put your case, your once fired clean case, into the shell holder, and then you're going to press it together all the way down and then open it up. And now that process, what you did is you reshape the case, and then you also extracted that spent primer on the bottom. And you can see that there's a flash hole in there. Now it goes all the way through. So that's done. You do that however many times you want to get the number of cases done that you want. Now with this particular press, the spent primer goes down into this hole. So every 40 or 50 rounds or 40 or 50 cases, you're going to have to take this off and dump it out into a trash can because it just kind of gathers up in here. Okay? So that's easy. Now you've got this decapped and sized. You could walk away, do something else if you're not ready to continue. But if you are, the next step would be to clean out the primer pocket. After you have After you have a primer and powder go off inside a case, there's bound to be carbon deposits inside. This little tool has a small side and a big side. The 9mm cartridge uses a small pistol primer, so you're going to use the small side. All you got to do is put the small side in there and give it a couple of turns, and then dump it out. You'll see some carbon comes out of there. So this could get tedious with a few hundred of them. So what I do with this particular tool is I take my power drill, go ahead and put that in there, and I cinch it down. Oh, wrong side. I cinch it down. So now I can just go ahead and bring down my primer pocket, and I can do couple hundred of these without too much problems. And there. Now this case is ready to be primed.